Hello, we are Stephanie Martinez, Jenny Pava, Dayana Rodriguez, and Sara Rosso, and we talk about the cultures around the world. All human beings are different. For this reason, we have to live different ways of being, and this depends largely on the context in which we were born. Cultures make us unique and define us, and from it we create our identity. Worldwide, there are variety of cultures, among which are emos, rappers, punks, hippies, hipsters. The hipsters are a urban culture. It is represented by young hipster, mostly aged 20 and 55 years, showing independent thinking, trying to pull away from the fashion of the moment, no commercial wearing and listening music. They reject excessive consumption, standing next to the local trade, and respect for the environment. It's a bit large, homogeneous group difference between them, not having as much cohesion as other urban culture. This is due to personal quest for one's own thought, and his attempt to get away from the thought. The origin that the hipster is often linked this urban culture with indies and even the hippies. Cinema prefer independent genre. Its origin emerged in the mid-20th century, 1950, although disappeared and returned to use in the 90s, but has been in the early 2010s when it has popularized and spread over this urban culture. Could represent an extent group, especially in large cities among middle-class people. It should be emphasized its high percent in cities like New York, Chicago, or San Francisco. Ideology. The hipster culture, not violent tendencies. Their ideology is preferable, progressive, and valued above all independent thought. Use social media to spread their ideas. Characteristic. Their clothes do not follow specific patterns, but characterized by having a personal style, bohemian or school, away from the fashionable and often timeless. Often reuse of present and accessories, with vintage aesthetic. Cinema prefer independent genre.
Hippie culture. They start in the 60s years, influenced by the incubus of the war in Vietnam. Later, the hippies are by influence for all and generation of young people, and it helps to inspire another urban tribes. Characteristic cues. They have long manes, and they use strong clothes with intense colors, headbands full of colors, cloth bags, patches. Ideology. They get away from violence and they proclaim the word peace and love between the people, with the thinking that we are all the same. They don't like politics, and you can see that they have anarchist ideas. Hobbies and activities. They want to live an interesting life. Because of that, a lot of them had fallen on the corporal pursuits and drugs, even if they wasn't the objective of the hippie movement. Musical tendencies. They like rock, pop, and they express through their songs. They protest and they unconformate with the world.
Rastafarian culture. The Rastafarian culture emerged in the 1930s in Jamaica. The social and spiritual movement was created between marginal social classes, many of them descendants of black slaves who wanted to return to Africa of their ancestors. They use dreadlocks, usually with long hair. These are a type of hairstyle from Africa who were the original Rastafarians and represent a late mains. Currently, the dreadlocks are people who dress casually, hats, baggy clothes, and accessories with the colors of the Ethiopian flag. One reason for the popularity of Rastafari is the musical genre of reggae. This genre emerged in the 60s in Jamaica and is a slow and steady rhythm. His most famous representative is Bob Marley. In the original Rastafarian culture of the 30s, emphasis on spirituality and rejection of materialism became. They focused on the need for unity and solidarity among the black community and fought against the establishment. Original Rastafarian refused alcohol by considering the destruction of human beings and considered smoking marijuana as a health measure.
The culture of rock. The rockers' beginnings come since 1955. In that moment was begun to popularize a move called rock and roll. This musical genre was a melding of rhythm and blues, with the British steady voice, characterized by the use of electric guitars, a strong rhythm with an accent of the offbeat and youth-oriented lyrics. One of the most representative persons of the 50s rock and roll was the famous Elvis Presley. But a lot of artists and representative groups have been important in this awesome music genre, like Rolling Stones, AC/DC, The Beatles, Queen, Guns N' Roses, etc. Persons who made a change in the history and still moving people with the rhythm of their songs, till the point to create an urban style of life called the rockers, identified to be traditionalist, rebel, and inbred.
Created using